6. What is main criteria used by World Bank in classifying different countries? देखिए यहाँ पे एक चीज ये है कि there is two types of report published every year regarding human development or nations levels, different countries performance or levels regarding comparison. So that is one is published by UNDP and another is World Bank. World Bank criteria is very narrow because World Bank consists only per capita income for comparison or classifying different countries. But UNDP take rather than broader criteria for comparison of different nation and state, and that is per capita income, life expectancy, literacy rate, mortality rate, etc. So that's UNDP or World Bank criteria is World Bank taken only the criteria of per capita income, and thus World Bank criteria to classify different or comparison of different countries is very narrow sense. But UNDP criteria is broader sense, and that is more relevant in the comparison of different nations or different states. Next question is, what is Human Development Index? Human Development Index is an index which is prepared by UNDP every year for different countries and their peoples, and Human Development Index is the overall development index because it is not just only based upon per capita income, but it also depends upon the quality of life standard, per capita income, literacy rate, infant mortality rate, life expectancy, net attendance, body mass index, and a lot of human life quality indicator were consisted by Human Development Index. So whenever we are talking about the national comparison or countries comparison, we take a right indicator, Human Development Index, to make a comparison. And when we take Human Development Index as a indicator to compare the different nations, we find that even a small country like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan were much ahead from India in various indicators like indicators of health indicators and education or literacy indicators. They are better from us. So it is a right indicator on which the government must give some attention to improve the Human Development Index of the nation, and every government have to be try much more on these topics. Next question is, what is meant by sustainability of development? As we mentioned in previous videos, that sustainability is the prime need of current generation. We are the generation, and nowadays we are suffer from corona, and that is one of the example of why there is a need of sustainability. And after corona, we again think about organic farming. Again, we think about our एंशियंट कल्चर एंड कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज़. हम अपनी संस्कृति को याद कर रहे हैं, हम अपने पूर्वजों को याद कर रहे हैं, हम जैविक खेती को याद कर रहे हैं, हम जंगलों को याद कर रहे हैं और ग्रीनीज को याद कर रहे हैं. तो सस्टेनेबिलिटी ऑफ डेवलपमेंट इस ये है कि हाउ टू वी कैन मेंटेन आवर दिस डेवलपमेंटल प्रोसेस इन फ्यूचर फॉर फ्यूचर जनरेशन, and how we can conserve our resources for future generation, how we have to be utilize our resources rationally to make a human beings much more comfortable in future. So sustainability is a science which is a need of today, and sustainability refers that type of adoption of that type of developmental process which can be maintained in future for future generation, that must be eco-friendly, and that developmental process has no adverse impact either on human life quality, on the quality of human life, and either on nature or environment. That is sustainability. तो sustainability के साथ ही हम इस डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं और इसको जारी रख सकते हैं. वी कैन कैरी एंड वी कैन कंटिन्यू द डेवलपमेंटल प्रोसेस विद सस्टेनेबिलिटी साइंस ओनली, क्योंकि जो resources, the resources which is available, they going to be sought out firstly, and a time if that is going to be continue exhausted in our various uses, like nowadays we going to be use in the pattern which we choose to use our scarce resources. The resources were going to be end within 50 years. 2050 तक बहुत सारे resources खत्म हो जाएंगे, as it is predicted by various scientists. So we have to be adopt the sustainability and the sustainable developmental process, and sustainability taken as a science, taken as a activity of every person, every production unit, manufacturing and government also.